Hi, my name is Joe Easterday. I've been with Windermere Real Estate now 19 years. Started in 2002 as an agent. In 2011, I became the manager, and then 4 years ago became the owner of the office. I think the intent early on was to have something positive of value to give to the community versus just being a real estate agent that is in this office that is out selling homes. I think that is what we do ultimately, but again, I think always the bigger picture was, what can we do positively for the community, for the people that we're working with? And letting go of, again, these top salespeople of the month, it wasn't about transactions and volume, it was really about being a part of the community and positively affecting the people that we're working with. Well, the office has always been very involved. They've always been involved with the Columbia City Business Association, Rainier Chamber of Commerce. Many of our agents and Brian have been presidents over time, been involved on the board there. In addition to those, we've been more involved with local nonprofits, from the Rainier Valley Food Bank to Treehouse to REWA, Refugee Women's Alliance. I think Windermere as a company and as an office, that's important to me, and I think it's also important to the agents in our office. Yeah. Well, I think going from social work, truly love that job, and I think the work is amazing and very necessary, even more so now in our economy and in Seattle, where we're seeing such a dichotomy of incomes. The goal, I think, of all agents is to help people, and so you're there to provide value. So that was what intrinsically I think I wanted to do, was help people out. And that's what I think we do on a daily basis, is problem solve for people. And so that transition was, again, I did that for about 9 years as an agent. And the other nice thing is you get to meet people on a different level when you work with them for a period of time, sometimes 3 months, sometimes a year. And you always have these moments where you get insight into kind of who they are, and it's kind of creates a more intimate relationship with somebody you may have known or may not know at all. And I think that comes from the agents that are there. They learn from each other. It's hearing what's going on out there. And I think that's also a huge value of our office, is that the agents collaborate. They're talking about what's going on a daily basis, both in transactions, the market, personally, communication. But I think that's what gives them support. It also gets them better every day in what they do. And also it's why they come to the meetings, to learn from each other. I think agents come knowing that they wouldn't show up unless they knew that they wanted to be around the people that are there. And I think that's the important part, is the people that are there are going to be supportive, are going to provide information if they have a question, are going to be there, and they're just people they want to be around. And again, I think that's an important part of our job, is to continually get input from others, to continually learn, but to also get support. It can be a highly stressful job based on the decisions that you're helping people make, based on the hours that you may have to work, based on things that are going on. To have that relief of people in the office that can support you is imperative. Well, one goal is we do value diversity. We want to have a diverse group of agents because we just serve a diverse community, and that's diversity in every way. And then during the interview process, we want to make sure that many things. One is that this is the right place for the agent, and also the right career if it's a new agent. It always is a multi-step process. One, again, making sure that they really understand what real estate's all about. There's perceptions about what it is, but the reality is, do they really understand what this job entails, what you're going to do, and then what our office is about. That we are very involved in the community. We expect that from our agents, to support what we do in the community, but then also to support the other agents that are at the office. We're looking at a little something bigger, and that is each client or each person that we work with, we want to provide value. And we really want a bigger picture, positive impact on the community, positive impact on those around you, and just being honestly a good person. One, by being an agent, you realize where you need support. As an agent, you do a lot of different things regularly, and you obviously can't be great at every single thing you do, and so it's nice to have support to fill in the gaps where you need help or don't have time to do it all, or obviously you can't be a graphic designer and be out all day selling real estate. So the other upside is we have staff that is very experienced and committed to the agents, which in turn the agents are committed to the people that they work with. Again, our ultimate goal is to help out our clients. But with that, we have Bev, who is our transaction coordinator, who has over 30 years experience, and again is the heart and soul of the office. She knows everybody. She knows everybody out there in the field, which is always helpful. And she's also a great listener to help people when they're dealing with issues and people need to vent or even talk with her about what's going on. And then Frida is our broker care coordinator, and she provides support from flyers to listing, from everything, anything that you can think of that agents need, she's there to provide support. And again, just to have her there, her loyalty, her support, her kind of strength to help out is always necessary. And then Heidi is our graphic design marketing person. Her whole range of what she can provide agents is huge, from very specific graphic design to presentation materials. To have her experience, her quality of work, her very quick turnaround is huge. And then we also have Elaine, also helps out during the weekends, and she comes to the job with 20 years as an office managerial experience. So again, overly qualified for her position. And then we also have two great assistant managers, Simone and Sue, which both have 20 years each, over 40 years experience in real estate. So agents can call them directly with questions. And sometimes it's better for them to call Simone or Sue directly because they're selling daily, so they maybe have a better finger on the pulse of some question about what's going on out there. All of us have gone through life circumstances, both happy and sad, and I think we've been there for everybody. And that's the great thing of the office, is that we know we're there for both, and again, we support each other, and I think people want to be there for both those. And the same thing when I was an agent, I do think there were times in a transaction that got stressful, or times during the transaction that you created this relationship with somebody that you didn't have prior. It may be based on stress, it may be based on life changes, but it was this connection that you made with people during this process that you didn't let go of. I think it was always fun. I actually enjoyed driving around with people and just kind of hearing about who they were, what their lifestyle was. Again, even friends that I knew, I learned more about them just by spending time with them and hearing who they are and what they're all about. And that was always kind of the neat part. Happy 40th anniversary, Windermere Mount Baker. It's been quite a 19 years of ever-changing life of real estate agent, manager, and owner. I've truly enjoyed getting to know both the agents and the folks I've worked with over those years, and still enjoy being able to have relationships with the folks I've worked with as well as the agents in the office. Thank you.